Hello, welcome back to the Lord Havoc Marvel Champions the Lord Havoc Marvel Champions custom content stream extravaganza. I forgot the extravaganza, sorry. Continuing with EK August's Scream. This time though, I am attempting two-hander. My first ever live two-hand experience. Let's see what happens. I've also made some changes to their decks. Scream is still aggression, but I've changed Venom to Justice because I think he can still work. He can still deal out some damage, but of course his beloved multi-gun can also do some thwarting. So I thought thwarting, sounds like something he could do. That's fun. He's an all-rounder. He can do multiple things. Scream, though, is very heavily inclined to be aggression, I think. He works more as aggression than anything else. So, let's do that instead. He's also got some confusing type stuff in there, so I think it'll help. We'll see how it goes. But I'm pretty excited. It's my first two-hand. I'm bound to make mistakes. I've got my first player token here, ready to rock. We'll see how it goes. The whole they can't do theirs until they've done theirs sort of thing. Played a bit of it with Lord of the Rings. So it shouldn't be too bad in terms of, it's following the whole, you can only do certain things when it's your turn sort of stuff. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. So I'm just grabbing the instructions. Let me just quickly grab the instructions. So that when I had a look at it, before in terms of what could and couldn't be done and stuff, and I think it's all pretty straightforward. It's like player one gets to do their stuff. You have to be careful that you don't have the same cards are like the uniques and stuff. I mean, it's all pretty basic in that way. You've got, of course, you have to keep track of the per player business. And we get to have our 2 turns before the villain has their turn. None of that really changes. There is this thing about asking for something. Something about asking, can you do this, or can you do this for me, or something I'm not quite clear on. Just seeing if I can find it. Oh, and of course the enemy, if they attack, they're attacking the player that is player 1, unless there's a card that says to attack all of them, which is pretty harsh. I think that's pretty much it. Put the plus the first player cloaking clockwise to the next player in the round and begin the next player phase. Okay, continue using this manner. And that's pretty basic, right? So hopefully I won't do anything too weird in terms of rules. We'll see how we go. Unless I don't think I will, but we'll soon find out. So back to the game. Alright, so Scream's going to start off. She's basically just going to start pummeling until we get to where we need to be. Let's put in some hit points here. So that's 14 per player, which means 24 in total. And I'm going to use this huge main scheme threat token, because I normally use this smaller one here, just more closer to it, just so I can sort of keep track of it. But I'm going to use this one to track what the total is. So it's 7 per player, so it's a 14. So if we go to 14, we're in trouble. The obligations are in there. Nemesis are over here. Give it a shuffle, give it a shuffle, give it a shuffle, just to make sure there's no cheating going on. They've both got hit points of 12, which is pretty cool. Let's see how they sort of work together. They don't really have any abilities that help each other, but they do. But they all have cards and stuff, so that's pretty cool. Let's have a quick look. Let's really go. Yep. Cool. Alright, well, without further ado, let's do it. Oh, and I'm playing against Rhino because I just want to get the whole 2-player aspect out of the way before I start dealing with Null, who looks pretty tough, I gotta tell you. He looks pretty hard. There's a lot going on there, so let's just make sure that's happening first. I thought I had the instructions over on this side, but apparently I don't. Okay, so let's just close all that down so it doesn't distract me. Alright, let's do it. Opening hand, draw 6. Once she's drawn her 6, does he draw his 6? See, there you go, I've stuffed it already. All the setup stuff has been done. Does each player draw their hand at the same time? I mean, I guess it doesn't really make much of a difference. Alright, let's do it. So let's just figure out hers before we worry about anything else. So I don't have... I do have one resource. Clobber. Press the advantage. Should I suit like right from the very beginning? Well, I'm not using her ability, her alter ego ability, so let's go into Scream mode. I can't use her ability just yet, so let's use 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, you know what? I'm going to mulligan these 4. Let's see what happens. See if I get some resources. No. Agent Anti-Venom, that's pretty cool. Some resource generation would have been handy, but it was not to be. So instead, I'm just going to 1, 2, 3, 4 to suit. Straight up, just give her the symbiote suit. Actually, should have gotten rid of Flash. Discard 1 card from your hand. Exhaust Agent Anti-Venom. Choose 1. Deal 1 damage to an enemy and remove 1 threat from a scheme. Stun an enemy. Wow. That's That's insanely powerful. I've changed my mind. I'm going to use those 4 to bring out Agent Anti-Venom instead. Stun. I can just stun at will. That's ridiculous. I'm gonna lose a card, but who cares? Okay. Alright. Agent Anti-Venom it is. Alright. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, well, I might as well attack, eh? So, attack for 2. Wait, see, already I'm not sure. Am I meant to finish her turn, as in ready her and do all of her business? How do I indicate that my turn is done? Let's have. Is there like a sequence of events thing? It has to be. There we go. Set your identities, select scenario, creating card, deck, set a card, scenario, campaign, draw cards. You got the starting hand, resolve any mulligans. So drawing your card and resolving the mulligan is part of setup. So I should have done that before I did any of this business, like started putting cards into hands and stuff. Okay. Alright, well, let's go do Flash's hand and mulligan and all this stuff. Oh, what just happened? Well, I did. Because I'm in here as one player. Alright, I'm gonna have to keep track of that. I can't just do the press a number thing to get the cards. Because there's only one player in here, and that's me. Ugh. Okay. Alright, keep track of that. To clear the areas. Don't need grasping tendrils. I can start doing some confusing. Let's mulligan. I don't need to clear the areas. Don't need running gun. Okay, so let's get rid of these 3. Mulligan for these 3. Oh, jeez. I just did exactly what I said I shouldn't do. Okay, let's put them over here. So an ally, spider sense. It's handy. Another grasping tendrils, which I didn't need. Okay, so let's use Flash's ability to discard until I get a weapon, which is hopefully multi-gun. Wait, I just say discard, right? Yeah, and then add to your hand. There's a pistol. Okay, so I don't need grasping tendrils, so let's use that to put Venom's pistol in play. I've used his ability already, so let's move across. He can take damage to generate resources. I don't think I really need counterintelligence at this point. I don't think either of us are going to go to alter ego mode anytime soon. So let's get rid of culture, counterintelligence, and the sonic rifle in order to bring out spider sense. And then leave those two. Okay, so player one is over here. Let's just move this to here to indicate player one. Player one. She's had her go. Attack, and then Ancient Venom is not going to do anything because I don't want to sacrifice a card, although I should just stun him. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to use that to activate Agent Venom and stun this guy. Okay. Let's get back to the thing. Where is the sequence of events? Under player, I assume? Player turn. During the turn, a player may perform the following in any order. Change form, only playable once. Play, use, trigger. Ask another player to trigger an action ability on a card in play they control, an event or card they might have in hand. Okay. How do I signify that my turn is over? By doing the draw thing? I'm pretty sure that's it, right? Signify my turn is over by... Oh my god, Acrobat. Stop with this pop-up crap. So... Pass the worst section to close the next player, end the round and begin the next player phase. Yeah, okay. Oh wait, is the villain meant to go in between our two? What? Huh? No, that can't be right. What? Oh, I'm so confused. So... Yeah, in player or... Okay. When a player has completed everything they can wish to do on their turn, that player announces their turn is complete. The next player begins their turn. Thank God. I thought it was going to be player, villain, player, villain, player, villain. That's... After all players have completed a turn, proceed to the end of player phase sequence, which is when you reset. Yeah. So you don't do the ready business until all players have had their go. Right, so that's Scream's go. She has no cards in hand at the moment. What's the thing that says she gets +1 attack if there's no cards in my hand? Oh, that's the bloody red hair. Yeah, red hair. blood red hair or whatever. Alright, so she had her turn, I have my turn, I did a card, I did that card, I've got these 2 cards left in play. There is currently no threat. So I'll just attack with Venom. 1, 2, 3. Because the pistol gave him +1. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so each player has had their turn. When does the first player token get turned? Put it across. Oh, after the villain. Right. Okay. I got it now. I got it now. Smooth as mud. Alright, so we now, together as a group, reset, get our cards back. She only gets 4. Cool. And he gets 5. So 3. Oh, dude. What are you doing? There's another thing. There's another way to do it, actually. I might do it a different way. Cool. So he's got... So none of them have got their defensive cards. She's got some attack cards. Oh, she's got her defense card. Lash out. Cool. Alright, so she's still technically player 1. Let's go to the villain phase. Threat. It's 1 per player, so he gets 2. He goes to attack Scream. He cannot because he's stunned. We then get encounter card. It's 1 per player. 1, 1. Right? It is 1 per player, right? Yeah, 1 encounter card to each player. Yep, cool. Alright, this is complicated. Overly complicated. Player 1 reveals her first. Stampede. When revealed, hero Rhino attacks you. If a character is damaged by this attack, that character is stunned. Okay, so he will attack me. I will use Lash Out. As a defense card. You get +2 defense. So I actually have to defend. So I'm defending for 1, and I'll use Endurance to pay for Lash Out. Lash Out says that I get +2 defense and retaliate 1. +2 defense and retaliate 1. Rhino is attacking for 2 + 1 is 3, so I defend and I get retaliate 1. Thank you very much. So I successfully defended, no damage. I don't get to ready because I didn't pay for spending. You have to, if you do that, pay without spending cards from your hand business, which I did. So I don't get to ready, unfortunately. Player 2's encounter card is hard to keep down. Rhino heals. If we don't ever was healed this way, he gains Surge. Heals 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that's legit. Heals his 4. Cool. Okay. He becomes player 2, player 1, and as he's go first. What do we got? Alright, I think I've got this one, yeah. Thank God I did this with someone like Rhino instead of trying to figure it out while I'm trying to figure Null out. That would have been nasty. Let's... let's use run and gun to pay for clear the area, which removes 2 threat and draws me a card. Oh my god. I'm going to do that every time. I can just see it happening. I'm going to use Venom's ability to generate a resource and strength to bring out Gamora. After she attacks or scores, so discard cards from the top of your deck until you discard an event and add it to your hand. So, which is pretty cool. And I'm going to attack for 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And she attacked, so I discard till I get an event. Oh, first off, was an event. Spion. What's the response window like? Can I still cast this since I thwarted, removed all thwart? I don't think so, because I attacked in the meantime. I don't think it should work that way. So, but anyway, Lady Gamora gets her consequential damage, and they are like that. It feels really weird having Agent Anti-Venom and Venom in play at the same time. But, you know, multiversal rules, I guess it all makes sense in the end. I'm going to use his ability again. It just seems quite substantially powerful. I'm going to stun Rhino. I mean, why the hell not? 3 points of damage or a stun? I'll take the stun every day. Okay, so that's her done. So we finish up unless we've got anything else left to do. Can I generate resources for her? Can I give her resources? I don't think so. I find that hard to believe. So ready and get 2 cards. I'm not even doing it that way. Can I deal to me? Am I blue? Yeah, so I can go deal to blue. Okay, so let me grab this one. It belongs to me. So if I go deal to blue, I can put them into blue. So what have I got here? Another behind enemy line, so thwarten, and deal 4 damage to enemy if you paid for it using energy resources. This attack gains overkill. Well, there you go. You and energy go together. Thank you very much. And now let's do. When do I pass? Yeah, so I don't pass first player taken until the end. Until the end of the villain phase. So let's grab your 3 cards. Okay, right in the streets. Oh, there it is. Dyed deep red. Hoo, booyah! Love it. It's a must-have. Right in the streets is pretty cool too, but dyed deep red. It's a must card. Okay, so and she resets, of course. Okay, all right. Villain phase. 1, 2. He goes to attack Flash, but can't because he's stunned. He initiated an attack though, so I still get to draw a card. Oh my god. I'm gonna do that every time. But he's stunned, so he doesn't actually get to attack. He still gets encounter cards though. 1 for you, 1 for you. Flash does his 1 first. Charge, attached to Rhino. Okay. Gotcha, so that's really easy. And then Scream's one is Shocker. When revealed, deal wild damage to each hero. When he becomes revealed, does he go to her? Yeah, enters play, engage with the player who revealed it. Okay, good. Makes sense. When revealed, deal 1 damage to each hero. 1, 1. Cool. Player turn. Token goes across. There we go. We're on fire now. Don't you worry. Well, this is a pretty easy one. So it's 1, 2, 3. It's a shame to lose those cool cards, but I need all 3 of them in order to get Die Deep Red out. If I have no cards, she now becomes +1. And I only need 3 to kill him, so. Sayonara Shocker. Flash's turn. Let's energy to savage attack for 5. Oh wait, I actually didn't even need to use that, but let's use it anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then let's use Sonic Rifle and behind enemy lines to play behind enemy lines. I didn't use just energy. Yes, I did. So I used any mental was it? Yeah, mental resources. So I get to confuse. So I do remove 3 threat and confuse him. 1, 2, and then confuse. And then because I did that, I'm going to use Turn the Tide. After I throw it and remove all threat, I get to deal 3 damage to an enemy. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much. And then I'm going to attack. 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I used Gamora, I discard until I get an event. That's not an event. That is an event. Cool. That's pretty sweet. They are finished. Again, do I get to reset before the villain stage? Pretty sure I do, right? In play things. Yes. Get to reset. Okay, so Scream will do hers first. Reset and grab 4 cards. Okay. Hair tendrils, awesome. And some resource. Got along pretty good here. Reset and get 4. Oh, jeez. 4 cards. Okay. Doing alright. Doing alright. Under surveillance, always happy to see that. Okay. Villain turn. 1, 2. He goes to attack Scream. Gamora will block for her. Am I allowed to do that? Okay, cool. Yeah. Can an ally step in and take damage from another player? Yeah, okay, cool. As I thought. So, Gamora will block for Scream's behalf. Wait, should charge have gone the last time he attacked because he was stunned? What does stun say? The next time this character would attack, discard this status card instead. So he never actually attacked. So does it go at, I don't think so. At the end of this attack. When Rhino attacks. Should he have lost charge in the stun? I don't think it's there that he does, because he never actually gets to charge. Okay. I'm going to say that he didn't. So he's attacking now. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Holy crap. That is substantial. Six, 7. So because of charge, he gains overkill. So I should just defend with Scream just on her own, right? Either way, she's just taking it and just not lose Gamora. She's only got 1 health left. So it'd be 1 and then 6. I mean, I might as well just do that. Well, I already said I was doing it, so I'm doing it. So Gamora dies, and she still takes 6 points of damage. That's nasty. Loses, you know. Okay. Encounter. Scream does her first. Assault. The villain attacks you. Oh my god. Defend. 2, 3, 4. 3. Wowza. That's crazy. Okay, this one. Hydra Bomber. When revealed, choose to either take 2 damage or place 1 threat on the main scheme. I'll take the threat on the main scheme. Okay, that's the end of the villain turn. Play goes 1 goes across to him. The very first thing he's doing is Genius and Under Surveillance to get Monica out. Monica searches the deck for... no, I must be in the discard pile. Searches the deck and or discard pile for Surveillance Team. Where's Surveillance Team? There it is. And puts it into play. So Surveillance Team goes into play. It grabs Towners. Normally has 3, but she gives it 1 more. She's going to thwart for 1. Why is there only one threat there? There should be two. That should be two. I'm going to use Venom's ability to generate a resource to do first aid. On screen. Yeah, use Monica's thwart and use a surveillance team. Get it down to 0. And use Venom to kill this dude. So I've still got the area. Clear the area. Okay, screams go. She's going to power in all of us to bring out enhanced awareness. I want hair tendrils out. It gives her an ability and lets her generate a resource. So yeah, 1, 2. Get hair tendrils out. That's pretty much all she can do. What's her other ability? When an enemy would scheme, discard 1 card from your hand. I'm gonna flip it to alter ego because it has no con. Like, he's confused, so he can't scheme, and she's not player 1 anyway. He is, and he's okay with being attacked. But she can't attack anyway. And I just wanted to be able to wreck straight away. Okay. Player's turn. 1, 2. He goes to attack because he's player 1. Because he attacks, I get a free card. Oh my god, I'm getting tired of that. All right, multi-gun, beautiful. And he attacks for 2. Oh, am I defending? Oh wait, I should have reset them. So that actually would have been, so I need to get 4 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the free one from the attack, which we'll do in a second. She would have reset and gotten 4 cards. Okay. Alright, so 2 threat. He goes to attack. And we're defending. I'm defending with Monica. He does 2 plus nothing. So Monica dies. Okay. 2 plus nothing. Encounter cards. Encounter card. Well, that should technically be yours, right? And then you. So you first is attachment. Enhanced Ivory Horn, +1 attack. And then your encounter card is Hydra Bomber. Choose either take 2 damage or place 1 threat. I'll just do the threat. It's all good. It's all good, son, don't you worry. Okay. Then plus the first player token. Now, immediately wreck. Unless this gives us some sort of wreck bonus. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's not going to scheme, so that's fine. Okay, can I play a card without playing a card? Let's see. After you play a card without spending any cards from your hand, draw 2 cards. Limit once. 1, 2. In order to put out you. Because I did that, I get 2 free cards. Yay. Alright. That's right, yep. Any cards from your hand. Okay, she gets 2 free cards. Now what have I got? Lash Out, which is great. Right on the streak. Deal 6 damage to energy. Pay for this card without spending cards from your hand. Deal 3 damage to each enemy, and this attacker gains overkill. Again, I'm confused by the wording of that card, but that's right. I'm not going to be able to do a basic attack because I'm exhausted. I could do press the advantage. It'll do damage to an enemy if the enemy is confused or stunned, drawing a card. Because he is confused. Yep, let's do it. Oh, wait, let's use... I'm not going to use Skill Strike, I don't think. So get rid of that to pay for Press the Advantage, which does 2 points of damage. And I draw a card. Alright, now what do I got? First Aid. Always happy to see First Aid. Is it only once per phase? Limit once per phase to do the pay the card. Okay, cool. Well, let's ride in the streets to First Aid. No. No. Let's do this instead. Let's discard First Aid. Because I'm on 8. It's not desperate. In order to use Deep Dyed Red's ability to deal 3 points of damage to this guy. He's gone. Yep. Cool. And then keep those. Do I want to stun this arsehole? Yeah, you know what? Let's just do it. I mean, why the hell not? It's just too good an ability. So now he's stunned and confused. Cop that, Rhino. Cop that. Alright. Venom's turn. He's going to surveillance team for 1. And then rocket to clear the area. 1, 2. I get a free card. Yay, did it right for a change. Because I cleared the area and set everything to 0, I'm going to do 3 points of damage. Alright, so he goes to stage 2. Goes back to being stunned and confused again. Stunned and confused. But his health points now go back up to, so it's 15 per player, 30. Alright. Back to Venom. I'm gonna Project Rebirth Venom's pistol and under surveillance in order to put out high my beloved gun, my super gun, multi-gun. And then I'm going to attack 2, 3, and then use multi-gun for 2. He hasn't got retaliate, so it doesn't make any difference. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Boom. He's done. She's done. He's done. Let's do it. So she resets first and gets 3 cards. There's my sexy side scheme. Look at these. Look at these cards. They just look awesome. Oh, I wish I'd had that before and I took like 6 points of damage. Bloody hell. Alright, and he reset to get 5 cards. Oh, jeez. Gotta start figuring that out. Oh, he gets to reset his deck. Okay. So he gets 1, 2, 3. 5, and he gets a encounter card for doing that. Cool. Alright, villain turn. 1, 2. He goes, hero form, so he goes to attack. He cannot because he is stunned. Encounter cards. 1 for her, 1 for him. Scream goes first. Side scheme. Crowd control. 1, 2, 3, 4. Crisis icon. No problem. Flash. Encounter card number 1 is I'm tough. Give Rhino as tough status card. No problem. Done. And encounter card number 2. That's another side scheme. Bomb scare. 1, 2. And place 1 additional per person, so 1, 2, and then we get an acceleration token, which you all know I hate. Okay, that's it. Player 1 becomes Flash. What are we going to do about all this threat, Flashy? Okay, well I think it's pretty straight away. We're going to remove 2 threat from a scheme. 1, 2. Oh, can I remove threat from the main scheme? So I'll keep that and get rid of these 2 because I want to get rid of that acceleration token ASAP. Hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it. And let's use... let's use Venom and his pistol to thwart the other two. Like, just straight away get rid of that acceleration token, because I hate it. And then... wait a second. Wait a second. Choose a new target. Choose a new target. Actually, you know what? I'm actually not going to do that. Let's put that 2 back on there. I'll just leave the acceleration token and take it off here instead. Because I'm now going to do strength and strengthen Gamora in order to bring out Groot, and he's going to defend for Scream because he's a nice boy. Cool. All right, so let's over here do Devouring Phage. So if I do 1, 2, to do Devouring Phage, which says remove 2 threat from a scheme or deal 2 damage to an enemy. I'm going to do the 2 threat. If you pay for this card without spreading cards from your hand, which I did, you can take it 1 damage, repeat this ability, choosing a new target. I've already discussed in the last video that I don't like this card and I would change it and how I would change it. So, but anyway, so I remove 2 threat from a scheme. 1, 2, gone. I can then take 1 point of damage to choose another target and do the same thing. 1, 2. Cool. So I did that. Repeat this ability. So I did that. So now, what else have we got? I haven't taken any damage. I don't want to use Hellmark's Chaos. I can't use Lash Out just yet. So let's use Agent Venom's ability to deal 1 damage and remove a threat. No, I don't need to do that because I'm going to remove Tough as it is. So I'll do his ability to stun. Oh, poor Rhino. He's just getting hammered. So Venom's ability, Anti-Venom's ability to stun, and then use Scream to just attack for 2. Oh, I should have drawn 2 cards. Wait, does that give me some better options? No, but I've got cards to play around with at least. Okay, alright, so Scheme will just attack for 2. She has Piercing, so she ignores Tough. Not only does she ignore it, she gets rid of it. Because of awesome hair tendrils. So she gets rid of Tough and does the 2 points of damage. And then that's her. Before we finish up though, I'm going to go back to Agent Venom, and he can surveillance team one of these. Which I should have done before. I think that's everybody. So, Agent Venom first. Reset. Get 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Scream. Reset. Gets no cards because she has 4 cards in her hand. Does anybody want to flip? No, because she has a defense card, so that's all good. Alright, Baddie's turn. 1, 2. He attempts to attack. He cannot. He still initiated it though, so I still get a free card. Which of course went to the wrong person. And then counter cards. You first, you second. Counter card for Flash's Explosion. When revealed, Bomb Scare is in play, assign X damage. Bomb Scare is not in play, this card gains Surge. Bomb Scare is not in play, so it surges into Smash Stuff. That's a cool Guinness picture. Surge. Okay. When revealed, discard an upgrade or support you control. The discarded card has a cost of 2 or less. Place 1 threat on the main scheme. Upgrade or support you control. No, no, no. So obviously it's surveillance team. That's a shame. Surveillance team. Discarded. And the second one that it surged into was Endless Temper, attached to Rhino. When Rhino attacks, give him an additional boost card. Okay. Scream's encounter card is Caught Off Guard. When revealed, discard an upgrade or support you control. Well, there you go. Maybe awareness. Cool. Player 1 goes across. This can't be as good as I think it is. Am I playing this wrong? Discard 1 card from your hand and exhaust Agent Anti-Venom. Choose 1. Stun an enemy. It's just straight up just stun them. It's amazing. Okay, so remove 2 threat. Or deal 2 damage. Alright, 1, 2 for Devouring Phage. Oh wait, remove 2 threat from a scheme or deal 2 damage to an enemy. If you pay for this card without spending cards in your hand, you may take 1 damage to repeat this ability. Yeah. Remove 2 threat or deal 2 damage. So the first thing will be take away 2 threat. The second one is I'll take a point of damage to therefore do 2 points of damage. Let's do that. And let's do I don't need two agonizing pains, so I'm going to get rid of those so I can get a new card. Oh, no I'm not. That was silly. I'm going to discard that to use Agent Anti-Venom's ability to stun the guy. Yeah. Let's take that. And then attack for 2. Venom is going to grasping tendrils to clear the area and draw a card. Oh my god. Then I'm going to grasping tendrils, empowering all of us to play savage attack. Oh, wrong one. And deal 5 damage to an enemy. And then multi-gun is going to deal 2 damage to an enemy. And then Venom's going to attack for 3. That's it. That's all I've got. I'm actually going to flip to Andy. Did I forget to draw my 2 cards? No, I did draw cards. The wording on this is, when an enemy would scheme, discard 1 card from your hand, deal damage to the enemies equal to their attack. When they would scheme. So does that mean when they, even though he tries to scheme and doesn't, the next time this character would thwart or scheme, discard the status card. Yeah, so it's would scheme. Would scheme. I can still use Andy's ability. And I bloody well will be, I can tell you that. So that's it for them. Reset Andy, get 2 cards. Reset Flash, get 1, 2, 3 cards. Okay. Villain turn. 1, 2. He is going after Andy, who's in alter ego form, which means he tries to scheme. He can't because he's confused. That triggers Andy's response. When an enemy would scheme, discard 1 card from your hand, deal damage to that enemy equal to their attack, limit once per phase. So I'm going to discard Hand Cannon. And then deal 3, 4 damage equal to their attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. encounter cards. One for Scream, one for Flash. Screams is a minion, gladiator. Discard cards into an attachment and then reveal it. Nope. 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 Charge. Okay. And then Flashes. Advance. The villain schemes. So he schemes for 1 and he gets an extra boost. Oh no, that's when he attacks. Just when he attacks. So he schemes for 1, 2, 3 and overkill, which is not applicable. 1, 2, 3. He's only got 5 health left, so I'm pretty confident that I've got him. So I'm fine with that. Alright. That's it. That's everything. Pass the first player token. It's Flash's turn. He is going to win the game. 5 points. There's nothing stopping me. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. Victory. Don't have to do anything else. Okay, I think I've got the 2-player double-handed business worked out. I don't know why I was so scared of it. I think it's just because I'm worried I'm just going to make a mistake and cheat. I don't like that. But yeah, this is like my 4th game with Scream now, and yeah, I love it. So I think she's great. Except for that one card which I hate, but the other ones, I just think she's great. She's got, I mean, Agent Andy Venom is worth it alone. I mean, bloody hell, that's insane. But the synergy of how our cards work together and the theme is awesome. I love it. I did a bit of reading after the last session. I did a bit of reading about Scream and the different people that have had the symbiote and what happened to it and what happened to Andy and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, I just, again, it's a theme win. Very much love it. Cool. Well, that's Rhino with the 2 of them. I think I'm now ready to null. Yeah. I'm ready to null. So I'm going to reset this and upload it, and the next game will be Scream and Flash versus Null. We'll see how it goes. Thank you very much for watching. As always, look after yourselves, look after each other, and live long and prosper. Bye. Take care.